Kani kedai ke Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rasyapi da ke rupa, ringkat bat ke orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Daki hajar ngot ki Paidbah nong song snong, kathan sora, bat kathan riwar Jylla. Kentup rui ki he Sorkar, nadu Menteri Rangba ke Jylla ukon rat ke sangma, ki Menteri ke Sorkar Jylla, ki he officer, bat ki kenram kilendan. Haka lai poi trek matau naitung arasa kat khandai. Kila tu cak jingle buram Khatduh, ya kamen jang lampang ke yang dorbar tauan ke Jylla, u Dr. Donkupar roy, u balakhlak no, haka arpa trek matau naitung arasa kat khandai. Hanong ba Delhi, hadian ba ke jingpang kalabat yu la Khatduh kat Nepal. Ya ka jingle buram ba Khatduh da ka Sorkar Jylla, ya kamen jang Dr. Donkupar roy, la penlong haka madan maupun keberan haka snong sora nadu kapor khat arbaje mensngi shwa ban petket no ikamet jong u shaka snong Jylla kabade ka snong trai jong u ban tep dan buram what happening ka jing the jong slam kumba Khatduh ka Nepal ikamet jong ulampang ka yeng dorbar thawan bat la yu iru ye bon ngon naki Paidbah kilayam la lenyar da ka jing benot namar ka jing khlak no jong niu nong ilam jong ki Shua ban sedang ye kini jingle buram ba Khatduh ye kamet jong Dr. Donkupar roy la penlong shua ye ka jing seng haki yeng sa jong u ka badan hakasnong sora ye ka bala penya da ka balang Presbyterian Jayau hapo ka jing lam jong Pastor WC Khongwer hakani jingle buram ye kamet jong Dr. Donkupar roy la yo jingkren ru na Menteri Rangba ka Jylla ukon rat ke sangma nangta na senior working president jong ka seng United Democratic Party uba bindo M Lanong na u general secretary ka Hill State People's Democratic Party uba renik dan lingdo tongkhar bat na kaliang ki parlok bayajan pat u Dr. Donkupar roy kenthop ru na kaliang ka yeng kasam
We are here today to give our last respect to our beloved comrade, our friend, and a great leader. a leader who put the people before everything else, put the state before everything else, and who always remembered about the agonies of the people, the sufferings of the people, and his commitment to join politics in order to serve them. We have a number of similarities when we talk about the people and the area which we both represented. So I joined him in service of the people in 1993. He was ahead of me in his innings, and he got his innings started in 1988. I remember when in 1993 we joined him as a number of independent MLAs who were elected then. And 1993-98, how we learned the pulls and pushes of politics in Meghalaya, and that particular period of time enabled us to condition in the whole complex world of politics. And a long association with him, I had the privilege. I have known him from close angle. The area he represented is similar to the area that I represent. I represented till 2018, that is Ampati and Jylla, both along the international border. Both suffered from disparities of development, and therefore we share the same concern. We had the privilege of being in the government together for a very long time. And on a number of occasions, as a colleague and comrade in the government, he was there to balance and caution me. And in course of my privilege of working together with him, I have been enriched. I must tell you today that his sudden and unexpected demise is lost to everyone. But personally, for a colleague who had longer innings with him together than many of us who are present here today, you can well understand. We had a number of decisions that we took together, number of decisions which were required to be taken to address the concerns of the state, confronting the state. And when we had certain amount of confusion or lack of clarity in taking a decision, he would always caution, wait, decide later on. Though we were together in the government, we were a little different. I was more outspoken, and we all know that he used to be a man of few words. And that's where we always had the privilege of getting the support to balance when we tend to move fast. On a number of issues, we had exhaustive collective due diligence, and we came up with a number of solutions today. Number of solutions that we have been able to have on various contentious issues together have today positioned the state in much better position, and it's there for us to see. The whole turnaround in the overall progress and prosperity is because of the support and wise guidance that we receive from our friend, Dr. Donkupar. From 1993 to 1998, when we were in the ruling, there was a peculiar situation, and the dynamics of politics then was very different. And having gone through that experience, he always used to caution me, Doctor, let us learn from our experience of these 5 years. And let us realign our approach. He was a leader who never wanted a vindictive politics, but he suffered of vindictive politics. He was a man who never wanted people to be sidelined because of political affiliations, but he always used to remind how he and his people suffered because of political affiliations, because of the kind of politics that existed in the state. And therefore I was always cautioned when I was privileged to be with him and when he supported me in 2010. He always used to be a source of guidance for me. We all know that we have taken a number of initiatives in respect of mining, in respect of various issues, contentious issues. We did come across challenges when we wanted to decide on various legislative measures. A number of legislative measures which needed unanimity in the House was actually because of this great leader who acted as the bridge and ensured that there was unanimity in the August House when decision which is for the larger good of the state were required to be taken. For him, he told me that any decision that he takes, when it is for the larger good of the people and larger good of the state, then nothing else matters. In course of our association in running the government, on all these issues, since the purpose was saying the larger good of the people and larger good of the state, we had agreements on the issues, but of course, these agreements which were very few. So there are agreements on more than disagreements because disagreements were few. May our gracious Almighty God shower all of you with the necessary strength to overcome all this irreparable loss. Will still be there. Our prayers will continue. And for my friend Dr. Donkupar, our prayers will be there. I'm sure you must have confided in our gracious Lord, knowing fully well that you're going to leave us, because that is what we believe as faithfuls. May your soul live in eternal peace. Thank you.
Friends, I don't have words to express the deep sorrow and the pain that I personally feel. And I'm sure all of us feel the same pain. I lost my father in March 2016. Today, I feel I lost my father again. Dr. Donkupar was not only a leader, he was a father figure to each one of us. As a speaker, He ran the assembly in the best possible manner. He would always ensure that there was a balance in the assembly. He would give respect to the opposition, and he would always give the chance to the ruling to reply. As a party president, he always led his party with full commitment and always maintained the ideology of the party and never ever allowed anybody to change that. Never allowed anybody to drift away from it. That was the kind of principled man that he was. And under his leadership, we saw the UDP grow from strength to strength. And it was because of his commitment to the party, his belief, and the ideology that he had. As an MLA, his people always came first to him. He always loved his constituency people. I remember many occasions, even as a chief minister, he would call up his different colleagues and tell them that, can you give this development program for my constituency? Just simply reflects the kind of person he was. Not just the concern he had for his constituency, but also the humility that he had. That even as chief minister, he would call up his ministers and request them to not forget his constituency. And obviously as a chief minister, I worked under him as finance minister. And I think that 1 year that I spent with him were truly memorable. I learned everything about administration from him. There was nobody else to teach me at that point. He guided me in every step, and I saw the values that he had and how whenever there were tough decisions to make, he used to tell us, keep your objective clear. Know what you want to do, and your decision is made already. He had a very simple way of looking at things and a very, very firm way of making decisions. And as Mr. Reddington had just mentioned, that it was very early for him to leave. But in these years that he lived, he contributed to the state and to the people in every possible way that one can imagine, holding different positions in the government, from MLA to Deputy Chief Minister, to Chief Minister, to the Speaker of the House. He completed the circle. But apart from all the positions that he held, apart from all the qualities, for all the work that he did, I think above all, Dr. Donkupar was a good human being. And I think we all will remember him as a good human being. You can imagine the kind of person he was. When he didn't even want his constituency people or his close loved ones to know what he was going through. He didn't allow his people to inform his constituency people and other leaders of the ailment that he was going through. He just kept it inside himself. He didn't want to know or let people know the pain that he was going through. That is the kind of person that he was. I had the privilege to work under him in many ways. I remember many things that he taught me, and I don't think I have the time to go through all of that. But I can tell you, maybe the biggest thing that he taught me in life and in politics. My friends, we are all very sad because of the loss of Dr. Donkupar. But I feel that the biggest tribute to him will be to celebrate his life. Dr. Don is not here with us today, but his ideas must live on. He has left this world, but his vision must be completed. And sir, I would like to tell you, on behalf of the people of the state, that we all miss you, we salute you, and we thank you for everything that you've done for the state. And we promise you that though you're not here with us today, your ideas, your ideology, your vision, and your love for the people will go on. Everybody who's present here today, I'm sure, have crossed paths with him at one point or the other. Friends, it's a moment of grief, and we are all sad. But as I said, the greatest tribute that we can give Dr. Donkupar is to celebrate his life, to thank him for what he has done for his people and for our state. And not only the state, today people miss him and respect him throughout the country. He was mostly in the political career. He was in Shillong and in Meghalaya, in Jylla. But in spite of being focused in Meghalaya, his influence and his impact was throughout the region and throughout the country. That is the kind of leader he was. I pray to Almighty God to give each and every one, and especially the family of Dr. Donkupar, the strength to bear this loss, this great loss. But at the same time, as I said, rejoice and be happy to know that this legend, what he has done, and to know that his work will always carry on. And I pray to Almighty God that his soul may rest in eternal peace.
Mungkin Sorkar tu kan ya.
Paidbah komagi kumkon nyetik wala kami berki jika suri baki ya ongba di beri bajang bajai jai menangi figura hingi kikon pada Nudang grek akan mau lần lẽ có lúc nó cầm vào bắt lại nhưng được soi đi teman kami ni experience batang và ý có bị lệ mentah yang perkat kata ko mo kibai hadin kata di luar kapa kanam hai ni para pemikon but akhir Islam berlalu jo kemudian ni kan ni sebab lagi le kam tam lagi for example si Runa sudah ini siapa nilai tak lihat bahawa saleh bah host teman bang buat si orang ini roba menjadi pan sebab nakadu anoka kamu kepelilah kebiru apaman pengkamai di Paidbah hagenir porba PPE pa kamu politician kamu leader ni muktar ya pa Paidbah ni kebenaran kan kabar ini hagen Islam berbelakang ini ikan kipor ini menginji marpa ya belum kipor syarah konstitusi ini bat hikam bedai mat Sorkar jangan dengan Jylla langrit nisya alapan ya keli dengan para jemaah nisip ang ipa dali ujuan yung langklay hindi dali pa subaja tentang adbaja tentang pa lain aja sawaja hal tentang rep ini tutup pemerintah apa leher disupport bahkan juga kerja pemerintah Paidbah barang hangnya barang snap bawan hangnya pemerintah betul yang ringkat akan dijumpai perkembangan ini.
Hadirin bala pendep yaka state funeral na madan kabadan hakasnong maupon soara. Khatduh Leit no ekamet jong Dr. Donkupar Roy syaki bahi ngasam jong u. Yaka bala penkit no syakasnong jatab bantep dan buram no yakamet jong ni urang ba. Hakapor penket sekasnong tra jong uni orang ba ki Paidbah ki bana ki snong baper ki bahak bapo ka Jylla constituency hakabala hak banya lenti lengba ki ni kisnong haba penket ikamet Dr. Donkupar Roy ki Paidbah ro ki laap aki surok ban ai Khublei Khatduh ikamet jong uni nomi khmat jongki ringkat ke jingra de ki lamayong ban penpau ye kedak jong ka jing sosi halor ke ni ke jing do no ke bakrau ke jongki ya unong yelam ondala poe ke snong jatab ringkat de ki spa ngot ki Paidbah na kani ke snong bat na ki we de ki snong ki bamarjan ki laap lupa ha kani ke jaka ha ka ba on tap ye kemat jong u bat hang ni la pediang buram ye kemat jong Dr. Donkupar Roy da ki nong snong kani ke than namar bakapor kala dir pelan marsan poy ha kani ke snong la simtino ye kemat jong Dr. Donkupar Roy da ke balang ban pelong ye ke jingle niam ke Khatduh bat hadin kani pat la tap dan buram no ye kemat ha ka keper yeng jong Dr. Donkupar Roy hi kabaran ha kani ke snong jata
Khublei wadan bor baro Khublei bil kagajing isnai jong konsim no seladi kamsim jong new para bangen pai balak lap no ni IT na markata ya kamet jong sa kadomet aga jingkerman kabas kam bat kabas sisa ya gajing ipan sa gajing yembam jukut daw jispres ubau rajuli uban pengelai kamet kebaran jatuh jongi sekedur kamet kebadan burang takum kabor kabakla kabawat rai kabawala pantendam yang ei bauku ulang gerku yang ini gisit tindak jongi ni kapor nagbenta kaburang jongi amen
Khublei ubau pau jongi bhagne ngina ayu yang kerati nama melai ikin ring sauti isnam Hausyek jomaya Dr. Donkupar Roy ila benda jaga thong hakajing gadi Khatduh kajing ring sin ke Khatduh haga nong ba ada li ke kasuma Roy melalong katlem badgamet bat ke sunra ngadu ajaga kucengai Khatduh ke khlipat ke bangsa kama ngisam thaino jagni kamet kebetulan kau nak domet, bahkan hai pak sebedomet. Hanya sekarang Khublei, yang kami siap kami ingkatu, dia terhati memberi tengai, harga jaga kami lapan melada penpret, nanta kejumu, harga jingduno, kajungi terhati, harga jingkatno, juni syapri, miladu nolam, harga jaga kajungi, harga konstituensi, matkamdam kajingdu ika yini kesan. Ni kalau pergi ke buun ke bentang ke pergi mereka dua itu pertanyaan dengan kamtam di kajian laduno ya pa lok laduno di jom tengah batin men di para mereka di keluarga dengan berlaku lawan hal muslim pentingan kena ia ya nanti dia kenakan semua dengan harga di keluar batin pentingan dengan muslim berkuat ujungnya hendak kat dalam kajian kesan jom Indonesia ni kamtam Lagi, bagi pemahat kita berkumpul dengan cincin, kita dengan negeri bakal percaya tentang hal Khatduh. Amin.
Thank